This is Samuel Academy channel. This video is about mapping of senior schools in Kuria West Constituency in Migori County. The reason for this initiative is to create awareness concerning existing schools in the constituency. This will help parents and students make an informed decision when selecting schools for joining in grade 10. It also helps us to understand patterns in the distribution of schools in the constituency. The map in the video was generated by using GIS. GIS in full is Geographic Information Systems. It helps us to understand patterns, relationships, and geographic context. So in this video, I will explore the map of Kuria West constituency and show where individual schools are located. After that, I will explain how a wet bulb hygrometer works in geography. Alright, let's begin. So to explore this map, I'll be zooming in, zooming out, and moving about in the map using the pan icon. This is the pan icon. So if I zoom in around this area, I'm able to see how the schools are distributed in that area. Okay. And when I zoom in, I am increasing the scale of the map. Okay. Such that I'm able to view a smaller area but see more detail. If I zoom out like this, I'm reducing the scale of the map. So I'm able to view a wider area but very little detail. So for me to be able to identify the schools in that constituency and their positions, I need to zoom in. That is, increase the scale of the map. So in this case, I'm able to see the following schools. Nyame Taburo Secondary School. Right. Then we have Nyakibaye Secondary School. Then we have Isibania Boys High School. As we go towards the north, we have Moi Nyabohanze Girls High School. Just after Isibania High School, we arrive at Moi Nyabohanze Girls High School. We also have Sorore Secondary School and Nyabohanze Mixed Secondary School. There are more schools here. Kuboye Mixed Secondary School, Nyangore Secondary School, St. Mary's Mabera Girls Secondary School, and Wairungu Secondary School. Towards the west, we have Kubwaha Secondary School. Let's move towards the east. This is Getonganya Secondary School, Ikerege Mixed Secondary School, and we have schools here. Before there we have this school, Kurutiange Mixed Secondary School. Then we have St. Teresa Secondary School. Let me zoom in. St. Francis Rima Secondary School, Father Angelo Secondary School. And finally, we have Taranganya Boys High School. That is the way the schools are distributed in Kuria West constituency, alright, for the benefit of our learners and other users. Now, I want to explain how a wet bulb hygrometer works. But before that, I want to remind you, dear viewer, to like the video, to share widely, and also to subscribe to Samuel Academy as a sign of goodwill, alright, to promote this project. Okay, let's talk about the wet bulb hygrometer in geography. This is the wet bulb hygrometer, okay. This is the wet bulb hygrometer. It has the wet bulb thermometer and the dry bulb thermometer. Alright, let me show what I'm talking about. This one here is the wet bulb hygrometer. It has a muslin cloth wrapped around the bulb, and this one here is the dry bulb thermometer. It does not have a muslin cloth. This is what I'm talking about. The two thermometers, which are mercury in glass, one of them has a muslin cloth wrapped around the bulb with a wick immersed in distilled water in this container. But the dry bulb does not have anything around the bulb. Okay, so these two thermometers, the dry bulb and wet bulb, they form a hygrometer, which we call the wet bulb hygrometer, for measuring relative humidity. Okay, and they are placed in the Stimson screen in a weather station. So an observer comes and takes a reading. He reads the two thermometers to find the dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature. Then he finds the difference between the two. That difference, which we call the wet bulb depression, is what we use to calculate relative humidity. We either calculate using a slide rule, or we just check from tables, which are called psychrometric tables. So that is how a wet bulb hygrometer works. It is used to measure relative humidity, all right, in a weather station. So I hope, my dear viewer, this video has been of help to you. I want to suggest that you share to other viewers, either in groups, share widely, like the video, and also remember to subscribe to Summer Academy so that we can reach as many students as possible, because some students do not have access to weather stations to learn about these things. Okay, thank you so much.